So we've got 4 different areas of the business. So we've got the retail, which is our retail shop area, and also online, where we've got an online shop. Let me know if I'm not speaking loud enough because I can't hear, Yeah. So we've got the retail, we do wholesale as well, so our own brand stationery is stocked in other shops. So we've got all the Rita cards and everything, and the box sets as well. So we've been stocked in places like Selfridges and Liberty and Fort Mason, and then lots and lots of smaller shops as well across the UK, and internationally too. So the retail, wholesale, and then the bespoke is our main area of work. So we do lots of bespoke printing of stationery and business cards, and lots of invitations, wedding invites, and that kind of thing as well. And that is our main area of work, and we do all of that printing on these lovely printing presses. And then we also teach workshops, so lettering and calligraphy workshops. So we do copper plate style calligraphy, which myself and Verity teaches, and Claire also teaches the brush lettering, which we just started, and which has been really huge in our business actually, like last year and this year. So that's sort of the main areas of the business. So the letterpress printing is what we specialise in. And is a debossed print method, so it's where it's pushed into the card.
I want to get clips of...
Yeah, so I'm going to hand you over to Claire, who's going to give you a very brief introduction. One of these.
Are you okay with being on camera? Thank you.
Yeah. So we use a press called a Heidelberg, so we have 2 of them. These particular machines are from the 60s, but they were running before that. So this one is the main one that is sort of original one, and it does ink printing, whereas that one has been adapted, you can see with an electronic box, and so basically it's a heat method, which does foiling, so that's everything with the metallic, shiny stuff. So it's also called a windmill press, because it works by having arms that rotate.
That's okay.
And then you can see some foiling on that.
Yes, it's a fine too.
So basically, it takes, you put blank paper on one side, comes out the other side with the print on it. And basically, so Athena will design the products on her computer, and then we get the plate made. So it's this, it's like a plastic polymer plate, which is the design kind of inverse and not forwards. So we stick that to here, and that will basically make an impression onto the fresh paper that's here. And then the rollers is where you put the ink, and we mix up the ink using so this is essentially like a recipe, so you get each color, like all of the colors, come with a sort of amount of the sub-colors, the 4 kind of colors that you mix up in the right, following the instructions basically to mix it and make a recipe, and that will match the colors, so the client will choose or decide the colors, and then we physically make the ink to match the exact tone, and then ink up the press. And there's also this area here called the make ready, which affects how deep. So if you can feel the bigger card has quite like a deep impression. So traditionally the goal was to have very little impression, so it didn't look like it was pressed. But now, because people like that, it's like a traditional thing that's part of the appeal, I guess.
Contemporary letterpress is
to have texture, but obviously if you have 2-sided, you have to kind of play with not having too much, because it'll sort of bleed through or not through onto the other side. And then we can also combine, so like on the business card, it's got letterpress and foil. So basically every time you do another color or another print method, you have to do another plate. So obviously the designs are made with that limitation in mind. Like you wouldn't print, say 10 colors on one thing, because that would just be you have to re-register every time, so it's exactly like a line.
Just to show you what the common plates look like. So the common ones give us a lot more freedom. I mean, we can use script or logos or drawings, just
anything. Then the foil ones are actually copper plates, so obviously they need to heat to 100 degrees or really quite hot temperatures.
And are really nice to use for weddings as well, because then people can keep them as a memento. I think we could just turn it on so you can see. would go on here, and then the rollers go up and down, and it's called a windmill because the arm would screw around and down. So I pick up the sheet, drop it in, and then pick it up with printed and drop it down.
Where did you get that from? Like what? Yeah.
So both of them. So when we first opened, we actually outsourced the printing. So we outsourced it to the company I used to work for, and in my business plan, I planned to acquire machines in the 3rd year, but it became apparent very quickly that other people are not as meticulous as I am, and so we put an advert on a very geeky letterpress forum website, and someone got in touch with us from York, and they wanted to sell the press. So we had it delivered, and then about a mile away from where it was supposed to be delivered, it fell over on the lorry, and it was a very stressful moment. But it was all fine, because they weigh just over a ton each. Big things.
Yeah.
But they're built to last, so it was totally fine. There was like one little bit, was a tiny bent, but it was all fine. And then we actually forgot that we had that advert on the forum, and so left it there after we'd got our first press. And then maybe a month later, someone else got in contact and said that they that we could either buy the press or they were going to scrap it. So obviously we had to buy it.
Yeah.
And then we took down the advert. So yeah, so these type of presses are still used in like digital print works and presses, but they're often adapted so that they do scoring, like folding of cards, or cutting or creasing, rather than printing. And so often it then means they're missing parts, so they might be missing like the ink duct or bits and pieces here and there. And often then this bit becomes quite loose when it's used for that purpose instead, because it's a lot harder on the press. So they are quite readily found, but it's finding one that's still got all the pieces and is still good quality. So we were very lucky to find them both, and yeah.
I can imagine they're quite expensive.
We got them for a good bargain.
Yeah.
So it was like a few grand, but then it was the same cost again to move them, because it was like specialists.
Yeah.
You know? And the second one we actually went and collected ourselves, because after the first anyway, that was also quite stressful, but then we knew it was in our hands. So yeah. And because when we first opened, we were further down the street. We were at 33 Walcott Street, and we had a separate industrial unit where the machines were. And then this place was available, and it just seemed to make more sense to have everything under one building. And we had to check the structural plans and everything to make sure we were allowed to put the machines in. And to actually get them in, we had to completely dismantle them. So they go down to this part here. So it's like this part is like the base, and everything else comes off. And we had to take the door off frame and maneuver it into the door, and then we had to cut a bit out of the door frame because there's like one bit a bit too big. But yeah, and then we got the win. So yeah.
I'm guessing it was quite hard to take everything off and put it back on again.
Well, we didn't do that ourselves.
No.
No, some genius Heidelberg man came, and I mean I don't know much about cars, for example, but you know how like mechanics are just like, oh yeah, that does this, does that.
Yeah.
And he just like took it apart, just threw all the bits into a box, and like, and then just put it all back together. It's just amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing. So yeah. But when it like dismantled it all, we were then like cleaning all the bits while it was all apart and shiny, and yeah, then just put it all together. Yay! But we just sort of look after those. They are really built to last, so as long as like look after them, keep them oiled, then they just keep going.
How long can they roughly last for?
Well, these are both 1960s. Like some parts do deteriorate. So, for example, the rubber tube here, but we know we can get replacements for those bits, and like the rubber suckers, because there's rubber suckers that can attach onto as well. But I mean, fingers crossed, touch wood, it's all good. Yeah. And because the design of the printing press hadn't changed for like 100 years before then, so